What is up, you guys? Sprinkle, you guys are watching Sergio, and in today's video I'm deciding to do a unpopular opinions slash my thoughts and my opinions on new collections, just general and things. Like I said, these are my opinions, okay? So if you guys agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. What's beautiful about life is that you can agree to disagree, but we can all be friends at the end of the day. And so let's get started, because these videos you guys seem to love, and I decided why not do some little comeback videos. So it's gonna be a little bit more unpopular opinion slash anti-haul. It's just gonna be like a little bit of a mixture of all. I think they kind of fuse in together, but let's get started. Number one is going to be Labubus. I do not understand the hype of Labubus. Labubus actually look very demonic. They actually look very scary, and I just don't like them. Like, I have had friends say, oh, do you want my Labubu? Do you want me to gift you one? I don't understand. Maybe because in high school I used to collect those Victoria's Secret pink dogs, which I still have most of them in my collection, like back in high school. And you know, I would always have like little Bucky charms, little Harrods bears when I went to London. So I've already been through that phase. Even when I was a little kid, I would love little bag charms and stuff. But a Labubu is like something that I cannot get apart. Like, seeing grown men used to go to war. Seeing grown men literally be in line at Pop Mart.
Oh, look at all y'all. Oh, look at all of y'all. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh.
One per family, one per family, one per family. One per family.
No, you better say like me, like, what a leave it, one for one. One person.
Camping out for a little fucking stuffed animal, for a little fucking bag charm. I cannot believe people are actually waiting in line for this. Like, where were you when the elections were? Where were you when it was midterms? Where were you in your student parent teacher conference? Like, I think we kind of prioritize the wrong things, and Labubus just give me, these are just my opinions, okay? They just kind of give me like force. It feels like everybody has it. Once everybody has it, I'm just like not here for it. Like, there is nothing in this world that will make me ever want a Labubu, even if they did like a designer collaboration. I don't know, they just look a little demonic for me. They look demonic. I don't want people to see me with a fucking little stuffed animal on my bag and think that I was like some loser waiting like 2 hours in line to go buy it at Pop Mart, or I paid like 3 times the price for a little fucking bear, like for a little fucking Labubu. I don't know, I feel kind of like iffy about it, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Labubus. I don't like them at all. I don't care that you put like a little Prada bucket hat and a little Prada bag on it. I don't care that you bought it little fake Gucci clothes on it. There's nothing in this world that would possibly make me want a Labubu. I just don't like them, and I don't know, like I said, they just kind of give me negative energy. They just look a little bit demonic. I'm Catholic, so I don't know, I'm very into my intuition, and they just make me uncomfortable. Like, anything Labubu, I'm sorry, like, maybe I'm just getting a little older. I just don't see the hype, and this is like giving Beanie Babies of like the 90s. Next unpopular opinion is Love Island. So apparently, like, everybody and their mom is watching Love Island. I just cannot get past watching TV. I don't know if it's just me. Oh, and this also goes for that new Sex and the City reboot. I just could not watch that. I watched one episode of it, and I know Kim Cattrall is out here laughing and, you know, having her hands like this because, oh, just like that, it got canceled. Just like that got canceled. And honestly, I watched one episode, and I would see little snippets of it on my TikTok, and it was just, the storytelling, the story writing of it is just awful. And I think that just kind of goes for like a lot of TV shows and movies like after COVID. I just cannot. First of all, you guys already know, if you know me, I'm not the type of person to be watching movies all the time, Netflix series all the time. I don't even own Netflix. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't have any of those things because I'm consistently busy. I don't have time to be watching it. If I'm like laying on the couch for some reason and let's say my friend watches it, then that's a different conversation. Or maybe like it's a movie that I really want to see, but that's very few far in between. I don't really have time to be doing things like that. But Love Island, I don't understand the hype. I've never seen an episode of Love Island. Everything that I've learned about Love Island has been forced against my will. I know Megan Thee Stallion was on there, which congratulations, but I don't care about people finding love in an island. I just don't really care about that. And just like that, I feel like Parker made it more about Jessica Parker than Carrie Bradshaw. And honestly, I cannot believe it took 3 seasons for it to get canceled. I think after season 1, it should have been canceled. Like I said, I could not watch it. Like, it was awful. And don't fix what's not broken. So we'll see how The Devil Wears Prada 2 kind of comes out. But by the snippets that I'm seeing people posting it on TikTok and on social media, I don't think it's gonna be that great, and it better not be a musical like Mean Girls. Like Mean Girls reboot. Like, I cannot watch a musical at all. Even like Wicked, I watched Wicked like 2 times and I fell asleep the first time, and the second time I walked out half of the movie. Like, I could not get with it was just too much. I did not care about seeing Ariana Grande or Cynthia Erivo like singing for like half of the movie, like for the whole movie. It was a long movie too, but Love Island, just like that, no musicals, like don't fix what's not broken. These are all unpopular opinions I'm just kind of throwing at you. Okay, the next unpopular opinion is going to be Trader Joe's tote. And as you can see, these are all kind of like trendy things that you see on social media that I'm kind of like anti, like I just don't understand the hype. So the next thing is going to be Trader Joe totes. I have seen grown women, grown men going and fighting and arguing over these Trader Joe's totes. So every time I see a Trader Joe's tote, I feel like you went and you fought for a little fabric tote for like $3, or you went on Depop and bought it for $30. I don't understand. Trader Joe's is not even like a real grocery store. Like, I don't know, for me, Trader Joe's is like somewhere where you get like a little bit of snacks, maybe like a little bit of produce, but I do not do my whole grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. I will gladly go to HEB and I'll buy everything there and call it a day. I don't even really shop at Walmart or Target like that either. It's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. I'm from Texas, guys. If you guys don't have a HEB, I feel bad for you. HEB is the best grocery store in the entire world, and I love HEB. HEB is for Texas and HEB is for Texans. So I love HEB with all my heart, but Trader Joe's totes, every time I see them, también, it's like the Labubu. It's just so stereotypical. It's so like you literally got swindled into buying this. And there's so many other things. Like, when things get super popular, or when I see grown men and women fight over stupid things that cost penny on the dollars, like it looks ridiculous. Like, I do not want to be associated with any of that. And so Trader Joe's totes give me the ick. Like, absolutely not. Like, next one is going to be aloe. I will say I do have some pieces of aloe in my wardrobe. I was never a victim of the aloe hat, even though I got gifted some. I don't have them anymore in my collection. I do have some aloe workout clothing that I bought like in 2020 and 2021 and 2022. So I will still wear those because those are just, even like the logo's already fading, so it doesn't even really say aloe on them. But I just cannot understand the hype of aloe. And I think I've talked about this before, but recently I went into the aloe store. I just cannot believe that people pay the prices for aloe. The leggings are fine. I think that's the only thing that I would maybe reconsider buying if they're on sale. But even like their mesh bags that look like a Victoria's Secret. I'm actually just gonna play the video right here. Hey guys, we're gonna walk into Aloe. I have not walked into an Aloe store in over a year. And let's see if they have anything cute or if anything's even worth what they're asking for. Now let's go ahead and walk in here real quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is cute. How much is it? $128. 83% nylon, 17% elastane. This is actually kind of cute. This is cute too, but you can already tell that this is gonna like peel already. En una lavada se va a poner bien feo. And this is 108, and this is 108. But I can already tell in one lavada, this is not gonna last. The shoes are okay. They seem decent. I don't like shoes that have a fabric sole because they get really disgusting very easily. I like things that have more of like a leather sole on them as a set, but I would just like one logo on it, not two. It's like a Victoria's Secret shopper tote that literally costs like $5 to make. This is $178. $178 for this. Are you like ridiculous? This literally feels like a Victoria's Secret shopping bag when you shop lingerie. Damn, I work retail and I've been here for 5 minutes and nobody even greeted me. You greet other people but not me. That's crazy. Let's see how much they want for this backpack. $328. This literally pesa nada. $328 for this hot stamp. That is insane. That's crazy. Yoga mats when I lived in Houston and I left it in my car for 2 days and it melted. So there's that. You can just tell, like in one wash, this is gonna like peel. Even if you don't dry it, it's gonna peel like crazy. Right, this color of leggings are really good. They're $128. I remember like a year ago or two, these used to be $98. But I do like this color a lot though. It looks cute. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It is cute. This is cute. But $138, this doesn't seem like it's gonna hold up. Like I feel like my Brandy Melville stuff is gonna hold up a lot better. This literally doesn't look like it's gonna hold up either. $138 is crazy for this. And for $78, you can have the classic fuckboy hat. If he has this, this is like a complete red flag. This is a red flag, literally. I don't know who's paying $248 for this. This literally feels like a gift with purchase. $278. Not even a Marc Jacobs bag that's mesh costs that much. This is actually like insane. Not like decent quality. It's just trash. As much as I'm not a big Lululemon fan as I used to, I definitely prefer Lululemon better. For the price point, I might as well buy Nike. I do like Vuori a lot. I do like Troy Sport a lot. I do like Free People Movement a lot better. I just think Aloe spends more much money on things. Kylie Jenner, whatever, you know, the millions that they pay her, the hundreds of thousands, or all these like influencers and bloggers that they pay them to wear this stuff. I think they're more focusing on the marketing than the actual quality of the product. And when I see Aloe, I just think it's like, you literally are buying overpriced clothing. Like, I do not see the hype in Aloe. Like I said, this could just be me just like, I'm about to be 25 next month. I feel like I'm ready to, like, I've been moving forward with my life and I don't know if I'm just maturing. I just don't care as much. Like, I just don't care. So Aloe, no, thank you. I will not be buying anything from Aloe. Like I said, I probably have maybe 5 or 6 pieces of Aloe that I bought like 2, 3, 4 years ago before it got hyped, and those pieces, the quality was actually good because I compared a new Aloe legging and my old Aloe legging, and you can literally quite see the difference of it. And back then Aloe was not as expensive. Like, I think a airlift legging was like $98 versus now I think they're like $128, $138. So I mean, things have definitely went up in Aloe. I think an Aloe men's trucker hat that literally probably costs like $2 to make is like $78 or $68. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. But Aloe is one of those things that's also like, it gives me the ick. Next one is going to be IHOP x this Dubai chocolate collaboration. I saw like in LA there was like a IHOP where like they were selling like $100 pancakes for IHOP. Obviously that was for the first few people in line, but they're actually coming out with like Dubai chocolate pancake.
I think we start with this.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's very sweet. Alright, let's dig in. Oh, don't drop. It's good. It's really good. It's just really sweet. This is dessert.
It just seems like so corporate-y. It seems so forceful. It just seems very like so stereotypical. So like these people probably from corporates out, oh my god, Dubai chocolate is trending and let's make, you know, pancakes about it. I mean, it's working because I'm talking about it here on my channel, but that's something that ever since I've been on trizipatide also, I just don't crave sweets like that. Like, I don't go and be like, I want a piece of cake, I want a macaroon. I'm just like, I'd rather save my calories. I think of food as more of fuel, like in my mindset now, than like actually like pleasure in eating food. I just eat it to fuel me up and I keep it moving. But I mean, there's nothing in the world that should cost over $100 at IHOP. Like, that just makes no sense. But I know that was like for a certain store. But Dubai chocolate and IHOP, it seems very corporate-y. It seems very forced. And yeah. The next thing I do want to talk about is going to be Sydney Sweetie x American Eagle. I don't know, people have been like 50-50 about this ad. I'm still kind of like, I don't know how to feel about this, so I'm not going to form an opinion just yet.
Now, in case you missed what's been dominating the headlines all week, here's what happened. American Eagle released a new denim ad campaign starring the White Lotus and Euphoria star called Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes. That dialogue caused the internet to go into an absolute uproar, with critics saying that American Eagle was promoting the discredited theory of eugenics, and some even going so far as to liken the ad to Nazi propaganda.
Hitler did briefly model for mine comfort fit jeans.
Now, American Eagle is defending their campaign, saying the ad is and always was about jeans. The ones spelled with a J, not with a G. Quote, "We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AA jeans with confidence, their way," the company said in an official social media statement. Quote, "Great jeans look good on everyone."
I bet you want to try these jeans.
Now, earlier in the week, a Trump official seized on the campaign, saying that cancel culture has run amok. Even Donald Trump Jr. weighed in on the action with this. So far, Sydney Sweeney has not weighed in, and her representatives have not responded yet to CNN's request for comment.
One thing I don't see a lot of people saying is, these jeans are completely ill-fitting. Like, every pair of jeans she has on, like, these don't look good. Also, she said for confidence boost, she eats a chocolate chip cookie. And also I noticed in most of the ads, they're like zooming past, like the shots of her. This area is super fast. Like, it was so hard for me to get these screenshots. I'm very confused on why American Eagle chose the tit girl instead of choosing the ass girl. Because, like, it doesn't make sense. And also, yes, I know that they're advertising to women, which also doesn't make sense. But if anything, I feel like maybe they could have, like, altered the jeans to fit her properly so they don't, like, sag in the back. I don't understand this marketing campaign. I guess it's to get people to talk about American Eagle. And in no way am I shading Sydney Sweeney, but I'm just saying it just doesn't really make sense to me. How are they picking someone that has big boobs for jeans? Like, we can look at Beyonce's ad for Levi's and we see that ass and it's juicy, but this?
But I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions if you do want to comment about the American Eagle x Sydney Sweeney. Part of me, I can see why people are tripping, and then part of me, I can see why people don't care. You know what I mean? I've never been a big fan of Sydney Sweeney. I think she is so forceful. Like, I go to Sephora and she's like in Laneige. I saw her have take a picture like at La La Land. Like, she's in every single advertisement. I feel like she just does it for the money, for the dollar. And I've never watched an episode of Euphoria. That goes to show you, like, I just don't watch TV. I don't watch TV shows. I don't have time for that. I don't care to watch TV. I'm just not that type of person to do that. If I'm gonna watch videos or long-term content, it's going to be a podcast. It's going to be like people that I can relate to, like YouTube, like the Sprinkle lady, or other like YouTube channels that I actually like watch their whole video from start to finish. I don't really watch like anything that's like fantasy. Like, if it's not real, if it's not a documentary, I just don't care to watch it. But let me know your thoughts about Sydney Sweeney, American Eagle. But I just never care for Sydney Sweeney. I don't think she's an attractive person per se. I just feel like she just gives nothing. But I thought that before the controversy. When every time I saw Sydney Sweeney, I thought, this girl's just doing it for a check, and I don't think she's anything special. Like, I think Sabrina Carpenter's a lot better. Like, if you're comparing like a blonde haired woman, but Sydney Sweeney not even a real blonde, so that's near or there. Next unpopular opinion, or next opinion we'll be talking about is going to be talking about Marc Jacobs. So obviously, allegedly, cannot confirm nor deny, it's been kind of like alert that LVMH is looking to potentially sell Marc Jacobs for $1 billion. I don't know where people get these $1 billion evaluations at. I think $1 billion is like the mark that every brand likes to hit. I think the reasoning why Marc Jacobs is not doing so well, and even like in wholesale and retail, or just in general, is just going to be they have not had anything innovative, and they don't have like an it product. Okay, yes, in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, the tote bag was very popular. But when half of your store, like when I walk into, and I love Marc Jacobs, but let's just keep it real. When I walk in the store, and half of the stuff is the sack bag, the tote bag, this and that. Now we are kind of like in a recession, so I feel like people don't even like branding things. Like even myself, like I'm not wearing anything branded right now, but I just feel like whenever your whole branding was like on one very hot particular item, and a handbag is not something that you have 10 million of, okay? Like you can have maybe 2 or 3 tote bags max, and then that's it. You're like, okay, I have a good amount. But let's say, for example, if Marc Jacobs came out with a hit shoe, you have more shoes and handbags, okay? That's what I see. Like, let's use Tory Burch as an example. Tory Burch probably sells more shoes than handbags, because for shoes, Miller sandals, you can have 10 million. Even when you see people's Hermes collections, you have so many Oron sandals or Dior D-weight slides, you know, Gucci, Jordan loafers. And then you have like a fragrance category, or you have all these different categories. And I feel like Marc Jacobs had everything put on the tote bag, but the tote bag is just not something that's popular anymore. So when you try to bring out other things, I think it's a little too late, and that's where you're seeing this decrease. You relied so much on one particular handbag, but I feel like the market and the style and the trend is moving away from that. That kind of like Telfar Sharper tote, that Tory Burch, you know, Ella Bio tote, those type of totes that just have the branding on it. People are kind of moving away from those, especially like in the contemporary market. I think like a Louis Vuitton Neverfull, a Goyard tote, a Gucci monogram tote, those are more exceptions, because those are higher price point. You're not going to see those as often, but those kind of like mid-range, or like Kate Spade with all the spades on them, people are kind of moving away from that, and people are wanting something else different. You know, right now Marc Jacobs has a beautiful collection. Right now they have a lot of beautiful suede handbags, suede shoes. I think this is what Marc Jacobs needed to be from the beginning, for them to overexpand, because they have so many stores that they have opened within the last 2 to 3 years. And like I said, when half of your store is like on a dying trend, that's not particularly a good thing. And when you know what I mean, like I think they just they overexpanded a little bit too much too quickly. And also what you see on the runway isn't always a reflection of what you see in the retail stores, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, maybe this is just me, this is just how I feel. I don't think it's a little too late. Like I said, I do like a lot of the new things, but I think all these new things, like all these beautiful suede bags that they have, this should have been done like 2 years ago max, maybe even last year. But like having to bring out like, you know, the sack bag, like I think people are just kind of over that. People don't want it to say that. So maybe that's just me. I don't know what you guys think. That's just me. Next unpopular opinion is, I still think that Starbucks is trash. I have not had a Starbucks since January. I don't like Starbucks at all. And this is the first year where I'm actually holding myself to it. I always, during its pumpkin spice latte, that is like the season where I do tend to buy Starbucks drinks, Dunkin' Donuts drinks, all these like sugary drinks. This year I told myself I'm only gonna do Dunkin' maybe like once or twice a week, and the smaller one with like maybe like a pastry once a week. But I'm not doing Starbucks. Like literally, I have not had a Starbucks in a very long time. Coffee is now expensive in general. Even me, like I work at the mall. I have the luxury of choosing Starbucks, Italy, or La La Land, or I can go to the Meteor, or I can go to Sadel's like before work, or I can just make my own matcha or my own coffee at home, to be honest. And I think it's a lot better because I can save myself time. But honestly, like a Sadel coffee, which I actually just had one today. I just came back from Highland Park Village like right before I filmed this video. This was like $9. The Starbucks drinks that I get is probably like $8. I much rather spend the other $1 and get something else that's not Starbucks. I just think that they've been doing like a lot of like weird moves recently. And I've always kind of never really been a big Starbucks fan, but I don't have Starbucks anymore. Like I don't even like crave it. Like absolutely not. So this is the first year where I'm gonna say no. But I only limit myself to matchas maybe like 3 times a week. Like today is my day off, so I decided to have one. And maybe I'll have one like during the weekend. Like if I hit my sales goal, then I'll treat myself to like a La La Land like matcha small one, like just because I hit my sales goal for myself, like as a little treat for myself. But Starbucks, no, and I don't care about anything Starbucks has to offer. Starbucks is still trash. Next one is, that is unpopular opinion. Dang, I'm kind of like negative in this video, but you guys like these type of videos, so that's the only reason why I actually do them. No, there's like a lot. Some of these are kind of controversial. I feel like people, I don't want people to cancel me, but I don't know. I really don't care. Next one is going to be Ozempic. We're going to talk about Ozempic, and we're going to talk about trizepatide and compound and all this stuff. Let's talk about it. So, this is not a secret since the beginning. Like, I have talked about me being on trizepatide since the beginning of February. I was like 185. Now I weigh like 135. So I actually have lost like a decent amount of weight. These are literally like size 24 Agody. Like, I am tiny compared to what I am. Obviously, I'm growing my hair out. If you guys watched my last video, I talked about that a little bit. But honestly, I have been getting like mixed reviews. Some people, some people are like telling me that I was too big. Now that I'm Ozempic, those same people are saying that I look sickly. So for me, I don't see Ozempic or trizepatide as a bad thing. I feel like the trizepatide makes me feel like less puffy, less inflammable. Like, I feel like even though if let's say I eat like a lot of meat that day, which meat in general makes me feel como más llenito, like I feel like I'm more puffy. I feel like I'm not as inflamed with it. And I don't really take trizepatide on a weekly basis now to maintain it. I probably just take the shot maybe every 2 to 3 weeks just to maintain my weight. But honestly, I love being on trizepatide, and I don't judge people that are on Ozempic, trizepatide, Wegovy, whatever compound you want to be. Honestly, it has been life-changing for me. Like, the way I feel, the way I look, my confidence, the way I get approached, the way people treat you better when you're like thinner, it's just a lot better. And the way I could tell is just like the way people like when I go to the gas station, grown men, grown women, they hold the door for me to walk in. The other day I was at La La Land, the person in front of me paid for my coffee. Like, it's just literally like when you are thinner or when you look more healthier, not saying that I wasn't healthier when I was bigger, but I just got treated differently. I felt like I was treated more like ugly. I don't know how to say it, but don't come for me. Like, this is just how like my experiences, even like with clients, like they just treat me a lot better. I just feel a lot more confident. I love that I can fit into smaller clothing now. The only bad thing about it is that I had to buy a lot of new clothing, but other than that, like, my life has been like so good. But I don't judge people who do it, and if you judge people, then I mean, I don't know why you would judge somebody. Only God can judge me. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is this brand called Daily Drills, I believe. I also don't understand this brand.
I am convinced that Daily Drills is a social experiment. And nobody can convince me that it is cute. Because it's not. You're telling me that basic sweatshorts that I could find anywhere, like Hanes, Target, I don't even know, Walmart, Shein, and they have the little Daily Drills logo on them, and somehow they're magically $96. And y'all, I'm not like a brokey or anything. Like, I have no problem spending a lot of money on nice things. But there's just something about Daily Drills that just does not sit right with me. Especially after I saw that silver trash bag that they were trying to sell as a romper. I swear it has to be a social experiment that is just trying to test people's intelligence. Because, girl, you could not ever catch me wearing that even if they paid me to. And it's not that a lot of the stuff is ugly, because it's really not. But it's not overly cute. And I've never purchased any of the products, so I cannot comment on the quality. I have a lot of friends who love it, but I don't love it. So I can't really comment on the quality of the stuff. Who knows? The stuff may be impeccable quality and freaking indestructible. But we're not even going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the pure aesthetics and just what the brand looks like. Because I know someone's going to comment, oh my God, but you're wearing an Aviator Nation shirt. Aviator Nation at least offers a little bit of a design. Like, I get a little bit of artwork. And I get a cute little label stitch in the back saying that I need to have some bodyguards. Look up the Aviator Nation label. But something about Daily Drills just does not sit right with me. It's just not right. Who else feels like this?
And like Park, like that brand, I know some people kind of consider that kind of controversial, or like Set, or like brands like that. But I don't understand Daily Drills. For me, when I see this tank top or sweatshirt or anything, I literally think of daily deals. Like, I think of it like, you know, when you walk into Target and there's like that dollar section under like $10, it looks like that would be the logo. Like, daily deals, like these are the daily deals that we have today. And I cannot unsee that. And the green doesn't really help it either. So the Daily Drills, I don't understand it. It reminds me of like of a Target. It reminds me of a dollar section. Like, daily deals, like at Family General, at Dollar Tree. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's what it means. And I know those things are not like under $10. It's going to be unpopular opinion. I personally, for myself, I don't like to be recorded. I do not like to be filmed on meta classes or in Pilates classes or workout classes. So let's restart. First of all, if you're at a bar or like at a place and someone has those Ray-Ban glasses and the light is on, I will grab those glasses, I will snatch them and I'll throw them out on the floor. Okay, so I have Ray-Ban meta glasses. I use them for work. I use them because sometimes I have to call customers, but I also don't want to be like on the phone with like, I think that's kind of rude to be on the phone and, you know, type things on the screen or whatever. So I like the Ray-Ban glasses because I can communicate with clients, or if I'm during my lunch, I can kind of talk, like if my mom calls me or one of my friends call me. And I do use them when I work out, not in Pilates class or anything like that, like when I'm at like the actual gym where it's not like an instructor telling me what to do. I like them because I feel like it's better for my ear because the speaker goes over my ear, not in. And I feel like long term, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of people have like a lot of hearing issues like in 10-15 years from now. So that's why I decided to get the meta glasses. And I'm not a creep, like I would not take those to like a bar or a restaurant or harass some sort of worker with those meta glasses. I do not like it when people come up to me with meta glasses with the light turned on. I will literally, depending on the setting, if I'm in a professional setting, I'm just gonna turn around and walk away. It's happened before. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Please do not record me without my consent. And you can also say, well, Sergio, I know you go on TikTok and YouTube and I try not to put people's faces in it. I know in the past I haven't been necessarily the best at it, but now I'm really mindful that I don't record or I don't put people's faces without people's consent. Another thing that I do a lot, I do like a lot of Pilates, a lot of hot yoga and stuff like that. I may post it like on my close friends like me in class, but I usually try to take my pictures, like if I'm taking a full body picture, once the class is over, when you can't really see anybody, you maybe see like somebody but not their face. But I cannot stand the person that, and I've seen this multiple times, where they have their phone, like if it's yoga, like a hot yoga class just with the yoga mat, they'll have their water bottle and they'll have their phone like this. And you can literally see me like doing this whole yoga pose. And you can literally see, like if I'm wearing shorts, you can literally see like my whole cheeks. Like I do not want to wake up on TikTok one day and some girl or some guy, literally I'm in the background trying to do this pose and I'm like falling down or something like that. I think that lacks a little bit of professionalism, and I will say something to the instructor like, hey, like, you know, if you have a, like for me, I say like, if you want to record your stuff, I don't mind it. Like if it's a Pilates class or a solid core class and you are like at the end and nobody's in your angle, that's fine. But if you're in the middle and you can see homegirl and homeboy next to you, I think that's like, it lacks professionalism. And I will say something to the instructor like, hey, you need to tell this person, or I will tell the person, hey, like, can you not record in this class? Like, I want to have my privacy. I think that there's a lack of that. And even at the gym, I try not to put people's faces. I try to just put me, but my gym, there's nobody there like 95% of the time. So I don't necessarily have to worry about that, but I just hate that so much. And another opinion that I want to say about Pilates and all that stuff. So there was this girl from San Antonio. There's always a girl from San Antonio. Like, I swear, it's always somebody from San Antonio. I love San Antonio. I love Fiesta. I love La Cantera. I love San Antonio a lot. I actually see myself living in San Antonio, maybe when I'm older. But anyway, San Antonio, this girl goes in and she says if you're over 200 pounds, you shouldn't be doing Pilates.
If you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. There's something, or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat.
Hi Queens, so this is actually giving major loser behaviour. And it sounds like you're someone who doesn't actually know the history, the origins, the core ethos behind Pilates. Time for a little history lesson. This is our king, Joseph Pilates, the founder of Pilates, and it was his mission to rehabilitate fallen soldiers during World War I. Started using hospital beds in their springs to create exercises for the injured, sick and disabled soldiers, which laid the foundation for the Pilates equipment you see today. Fun fact, Joseph Pilates was actually inspired by the intuitive stretching movements of cats, which I think is really inquisitive and cute of him. With that all being said, the core principles, ethos of Pilates is inclusivity and accessibility. Therefore, Pilates is a principle and a practice that anyone can do. And I'm not gonna lie, I find it really jarring that you think that you're eligible to police people's bodies when you have no credentials or care for the practice of Pilates, clearly. Anyone and everyone deserves the chance to exercise and to feel good about themselves. And I just know that poor Mr. Joseph Pilates would be turning in his grave right now if he's seen your pitiful, pathetic and harmful rhetoric. Pilates is a practice that is inclusive and welcomes everyone. And you know what? Now I can't wait for my 7:15 class.
And I will say with classes, because I'm a guy, like for me, I do like little girl classes. Like I don't go with classes that are all men, or I don't, the most type of intense class that I would do is like a solid core class. Everything else is very like easy, breezy, like maybe break a little quick sweat, nothing very serious. But I do not like classes, but I do not like mean girl behavior. And there is a lot of mean girl behavior in these type of classes. Like you will see like a bigger girl, even me when I was losing weight, or like even last year when I started doing solid core class here and there, or like workout classes, some of these people were like, some of these little girls were looking at me weird, like I didn't belong in a certain space. And all I'm just gonna say is we all start somewhere. You know, you don't like people when they're fat, you don't like people when they're trying better, you don't like people when they're skinny. People are just never gonna be happy. So I always try to be nice. Like if there is somebody like next to me that doesn't know what they're doing, or that looks a little shy, or looks like it's their first time, I always kind of introduce myself. Oh, this class is easy, don't worry, you got it. I always like to make people feel very, very comfortable. Or I may take like an extra second to like grab, let's say, the spring and do it a little slower so the other person can kind of see, versus sometimes when you're in the workout class you think super fast and it's like, okay, this 2 springs, 3 yellow springs, this, that, grab this, grab that. I may do it a little slower just so the person can feel a little bit more comfortable. But there is no reason to be mean or rude in any of these workout classes. Like there is no rude. Man, they chewed that girl from San Antonio up. I don't know how she's doing now, but that was so rude. Like saying that people over 200 pounds. And the thing is, 200 pounds is not fat to certain people. Like depending your body weight, how tall you are, your BMI. Sometimes like that's not even like, you could be like 6'4" and be 200 pounds. You know what I mean? Included in everything. And if you feel some type of weight, maybe you should pay for private classes. But that's just me. Next opinion that I have is I love that fall is starting early this year. I feel like after the anniversary sale is when I start feeling the fall fantasy. Like I will say this year it has been a lot more faster than I've seen in other years. Like right now we are already prepping for all this fall stuff. Like all the stores like Coach, Tory Burch, Marc Jacobs, Longchamp, all the designer boutiques, they're all like Prada, like the Prada boutique inside Neiman Marcus, they already have like all their fall stuff. Fendi boutique already has all their fall stuff. Fall is definitely coming this year. The girls, these brands want your coins and your money. But I will say fall is my favorite time of year. I'm already planning my Halloween costume. I never really go out for Halloween costumes, but this year I feel like I'm definitely going to be going out for Halloween. I'm not going to tell you quite yet, but just know, I'm still deciding if I'm going to do Halloween here or in Houston, but just know if I do the Halloween costume contest, I will win, like 100%. Like I already got my measurements for my costume, and let me tell you, this costume, actually I anticipate to lose 10 pounds. We actually made the measurements a little smaller, but I'm going to be winning this Halloween costume. So stay tuned, because these next few months, August, September, October, November, December are like the best times to shine, especially after October, November, December are like best for Q4. Like it is like the absolute best. And the last opinion that I want to talk about that I have is going to be, I miss the classic Victoria's Secret fashion show. I feel like we're kind of going back into like this like classicness. Last year's Victoria's Secret fashion show was like complete trash. First of all, it was live stream. Dalton had her heel like caught up in a thing. It was just a hot mess. Like it was not like glamorous. It was kind of ratchet, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't even use that word. It was super ghetto. Like it was a worse fashion show. Like everybody, some people look good, some people look absolutely horrible. I wish we would go back in time, or Victoria's Secret had the marketing. Instead of marketing to all these influencers, they should go back in marketing and do like the old Victoria's Secret fashion show where they film it 2 times, where they edit it, and then it's like on CBS, or maybe like, I know it was on Amazon Prime last year, I think, or whatever. They need to go back to what it was. Like before, people canceled it for no reason because people got on their feelings. I thought that people are entitled to their opinion, but I didn't ever think that Victoria's Secret fashion show should have ever gotten canceled. It was something that I looked forward for, And in high school, I remember I had Victoria's Secret books, which I still have all that stuff. They're like all in storage. Like, I remember the Victoria's Secret Bonbon collection. I remember buying all the holiday sets. I remember Pink Friday, like the back to school. Like, I remember those were like the good days, like 2015 to 2018. Those were like the Victoria's Secret age where I could like afford to shop there. I wish that we could go back to that, or even like further when it was like Victoria's Secret fashion show, like 2012, 2013, like 2014 when they went to London, you know, Paris, Shanghai. They need to give this like glitz and glamour, and I feel like they need to go back to what it once was, like actual beautiful wings, like creative directors, like spend the money on it, because we look back at it and last year was just completely trash. So I hope this year the Victoria's Secret fashion show is not trash, it's not garbage. Like, I did not like it at all. Like, I watched snippets, I haven't even watched the whole thing, but right now if you put the Victoria's Secret fashion show 2013, I will sing along to every song. I have the 2013 robe. I mean, 2013 I think is the year. 2013 was in New York and 2014 was the one in the UK. To go back to that, like I want to see like Taylor Swift performing, like the fantasy bra. Like, we need to go back to all of that. Like, I cannot believe y'all canceled Victoria's Secret. Like, but I feel like it's Love Shack Fancy collab, and I think Victoria's Secret is starting to make a comeback. But it's really sad what Victoria's Secret used to be like at North Park. Like, Victoria's Secret, the new Victoria's Secret is facing the old Victoria's Secret, and the old Victoria's Secret had this beautiful tile, glitz, glamour, like it looks so luxurious. And then when you see the new store like in front of it, it just looks so sad. Like, it just looks so plain, so boring, so generic. No, like, it looks fabricated. Like, it doesn't look like what it used to be. So I really hope Victoria's Secret really goes back to its root. Like, I want to see bombshells. Like, I want to like those old Hollywood days. Like, like I just don't understand. But yeah, guys, these are going to be some unpopular opinions, such opinions that I have on certain things. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree, because I know you guys kind of like these videos. Sometimes y'all don't, but y'all always eat me up in the comment section. But definitely let me know about the controversy of American Eagle. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these things that I said. And I can definitely do another one of these later on the month, like towards the end of the month, because you guys love these videos. I love these sit downs because I feel like I just chit chat with my best friend. We kiki, we got a little coffee, and we kiki with the girls. But yeah, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'll have a few videos out later on this month. I am posting a lot of YouTube shorts, so if you do want to catch up with me, definitely check out my YouTube shorts, because I do have a lot of them posted. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love and appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. You guys already know. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle.